So what's your name?
If this is anonymous, I'm saying my name and you got my picture.
Just say whatever name you want to use.
My name is Maggie Rose Orton.
Kayla Harris.
My name is Noel Bonham Jones.
All right, Richard.
Okay, Richard, do you have any near-death experiences?
Yeah, I've had, I guess what you could call one.
I think I probably have my handful of what I would consider as near-death experiences.
Yes, I have.
Yes,
Oh, could you please tell me about it?
sure. It's kind of embarrassing, but when I was about 13 years old, I snuck out of my house and was told by my friends I was going to get picked up, and they had stolen a car. And
I was standing out, out there on the street, not doing anything productive or legal.
I was driving home with some friends from Santa Cruz to LA.
But I was with friends, and it was kind of late at night.
It was my sister was driving, and my two friends were in the car. I think I was in the back seat. We might have been all stoned, pretty sure.
About 2 years ago, I was skiing in the foothills up Bear Valley, and it was snowing really hard that day.
It's late, it's dark, we're tired. There wasn't that many people out on the road.
we were just cruising down the street, and they started going really fast, and we wanted to drift, so they pulled the emergency brake.
The fox runs in front of the car, and she swerves to, we're going downhill. She swerves to get out of the way of the fox. The fox runs off.
We saw a car pull up and not paying any attention to it. A couple of its occupants got out. They came from around the corner. We saw them, coming, getting out the car, and he yelled out something, which I could only assume was his gang, and he started shooting.
And the car swerves, hit a curb, and we tipped about completely, what is that called, like parallel? And I got thrown out of the car, and then the car had 2 flat tires, so we just abandoned it.
And then we lose control of the car because it's such a small car, and there's so many of us. So all of a sudden, we were like out of control, swerving back and forth between like all 4 lanes of the road.
All of a sudden, I started going down a hill, and there were trees everywhere, and I started falling into one of the tree wells, and as I was getting sucked down, the snow kept piling on top of me over and over again.
I think it might have been a small caliber pistol because I don't recall hearing the shots, but what I did hear was some bullets whizzing by my ear.
So what happened when you got thrown from the car? Were you hurt?
Yeah, I got pretty bad bruising, like from here to here.
From what? Show that again?
From about here to like my hip bone.
Like you fell on your side?
Yeah, I fell on my side.
What were you thinking? Were you scared, or was it just...
I was thinking I was going to get in a lot of trouble.
Really, really scary, and I had to take my skis off and kind of use them to like boost myself back up. But I kept doing this, and I was climbing out, and every time I would, I'd get out of a tree well, put my skis back on, go down the hill a little bit further. It kept falling in over and over again until I finally, it was probably like 6 of these, and it took me about 2 hours probably to get down the mountain.
Wow.
And it was absolutely terrifying. Like, I've never been that scared for my life.
We lose control, we spin around, and we end up going backwards, or we end up backwards, facing the wrong way on the freeway, in the slow lane, and a semi-truck is coming straight for us. And my sister, Hillary, quickly, whips the wheel. It's so close, and we just, skid off the freeway and land on the shoulder. It was like an action movie almost. It was super sketchy, because you're more just we're all gonna die. And she swerves, and we just land perfectly in the shoulder. And the music is still blasting, because we were blasting music on the freeway, so we were all just quiet sitting there. And then I look over out the window, and it's just a straight drop. It looked like we were so close to just rolling down the hill.
I really thought I was going to die. I thought I was just going to be stuck in the tree wall forever and no one would ever find me.
We were in a gang, they were in a gang, but we weren't rivals, so I don't know why they were shooting at us.
Those experiences are always pretty frustrating.
Yes, I was really, really angry and scared at the same time.
Do you believe in any kind of God or higher power?
No.
Do you feel bad about that car?
I do. I never knew whose car it was. I just knew that they never said it was stolen, but it wasn't theirs and it wasn't their mom's. So I can only assume, because they were some pretty sketchy guys.
Do you still hang out with those sketchy guys?
No, they're in jail now.